Hello, today we're going to talk a little bit about nonverbal signs. Nonverbal signs are very important to communicate, and this is precisely what I'm doing right now. If you look at my hands, I'm using signs which are not words. In Spanish-speaking countries, and also Italians, they do that as well, but in Spanish-speaking countries we use gestures, we use our hands to indicate certain things. Something that all parents instruct their children not to do is to point with a finger. You shouldn't point at people or at places like this, but rather with an open hand. We also greet people like this. That can be hi or bye. And when we run into somebody on the street, sometimes we say hasta luego, which literally means bye or see you later, when we are in a hurry or when we are not particularly interested in stopping and chatting with that person in particular. A sign that I found to be a little bit confusing to me years ago when I first came to the States was this. Later on I learned that this meant I love you in Spain, and I can speak for all the Spanish-speaking countries, I don't know in other nations, but in Spain this is very, very inappropriate because this is very insulting to the person that you do this to. It's very offensive. I will not get into details, but this is sufficient for our students watching this little video clip not to do this in Spain.
Yes and no in Japanese. For yes, no, or no. So if you want to express okay in Japanese, okay, but if you flip your hand, this means money.
In the Middle East, it's very rude to point at people. It's more of something for animals. So as a teacher in a classroom, you never point at a student when you want them to answer. In Turkey, and in Bulgaria, this means no. So it can be very confusing if you ask at a shop, do you have milk? And they say, and you get your money out. I mean, it for the longest time is very confusing until you start doing it yourself.